Hey and welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniel and today let's talk about how I was able to get a video project, a video shoot for Volvo. Yes, the car company in Volvo in Sweden. Well, in this channel I actually document my journey of building my own business. And part of this business obviously is money. You need money to sustain yourself. So I told myself before I built my whole platform, or while I built my platform, I will use filmmaking, video editing and film projects to support my lives. And I think this is maybe also very interesting for you if you, for example, want to build a film company, a production company. What are the steps? What can you take out? And the lesson today is a lesson that even in opportunities where you think you don't have the opportunity, you can still get an opportunity out of that opportunity. That's many opportunities. Anyway, so the point is here, how did I actually get and ended up with this job? Because from my last video where I announced that I will document my journey, obviously I didn't get the job just in those couple of days. This was a process ongoing a couple of months. And the reason why I got this job is because of connections. And connections are very, very important for you. And always treat connections not just as, oh, there's this connection. It is something that you sometimes don't even know what can come out of the connection. Only looking backwards, like Steve Jobs said, you can connect the dots and then you understand why this one situation was important, so it leads to the other situation. Do you understand? Can you follow me? I will give you an example. At the beginning of this year, 2021, I moved from Barcelona with my ex-girlfriend to Sweden. We were living in a city called Västerås. That's like an hour away from Stockholm. By the way, also the capital where H&M was founded. And I'm not sure, but I think the headquarter of ABB. Even if it's not the headquarter, like basically the half of the city is ABB. So big company. Anyway, at the beginning of this year, I also told myself that 2021 is the year where I go all in on filmmaking. So I started applying for jobs and opportunities and behind the scenes shoots in Västerås in video production companies. But a side note, last week I announced that this documentary is not just about how I built this and tell you what to do. It's also shifting the mindset from being fixed mindset to growth mindset. If you're interested in that, definitely watch the video last week, but there will be another video in the future where I go more in depth into this two mindset. What happened in January, I had the fear of failure. So every time when I got a rejection of a job opportunity, I was actually thinking that my skills are not good enough, that I'm worthless and I will never get a job. So when you think like this, what actually happens is that you limit yourself. So in my case, I stopped applying for jobs because I assumed I will anyway get rejected. But you don't know that, because the funny thing is on my travel channel, for example, when people travel and do working holiday, I have a video dedicated on how fast you actually can get a job with a working holiday visa. And basically what I did there, this was in Melbourne, I took 50 resumes and I just walked into every store and talked with the people and gave my resume. I didn't care about rejections or not, I just did it. And in the end of the day, I had 3 job opportunities. And many times when people have the fear that they maybe don't get a job, what they actually do is they maybe do 1 resume or 2, they apply and then they hope that this works. But this is simple math. If you only apply for 2 jobs, your chances of getting a job is limited. If you apply to 50 jobs, who am I telling this? I understand how hard it is when you have the fear and you think about yourself that you're not worthy of getting a job. And this is what happened in January and February this year. I applied maybe for 3 or 4 of those jobs, and the funny thing is I got a behind the scenes. I got an interview and the interview went well. I would say like a very good connection with the founder of this other company. The point that I'm making here is today. What I did, I kept in contact. I always wrote emails and asked for opportunities, because the reason why you maybe don't get the job, the rejection, the thing that you think that's a failure, is maybe a complete different reason, has maybe nothing to do with you. And that was the same in this case for me. Had nothing to do with me. I mean, we had COVID last year, right? And so the economy is down. They had to drop out people who were interested in me but didn't have a job. This is why you should look at a job opportunity always like this. Okay, maybe it's just not ready now. And so this is exactly what I did. I wrote them emails, I asked for opportunities, even tried to pitch my different skill sets, web design and blogging, social media marketing, just to make myself interesting for them. And I think what happened is, because I always wrote those emails and I stayed in contact and showed interest, I put the eyeballs from the founder always back to me. Fast forward a couple of months later, actually in the end of May, my girlfriend and I broke up and I moved from Sweden back to Germany. And this was just logical for me because my family and my friends are here and I was traveling now for 6 years. But let's go back to the story. This was actually super interesting because I had to deal with the breakup and I had some thoughts about myself, couldn't work and had to go through this stuff. I mean, you probably have been through a breakup as well. It's never easy. It was just reimbursing my fear of failure and not being worthy. And now I even stopped the video production business that I wanted to build at the beginning of the year. And so a month just went by, right? I remember that because this was one evening when I was actually sitting there, even crying in my bed and being sad about my opportunities and everything. On the next day, I was driving back from Lake Garda in Italy back home to Germany. And I got in the time span of like just 3 hours, 4 job opportunities. 4 emails for video production companies or job opportunities for a video editor. And one of them was the company back in Sweden. He was asking if I actually could help and support video editing. So I, of course, took my phone, called with him, told him that, hey, I'm so sorry, but I already left Sweden, so I'm not sure if I can still be helpful. This was very good because the reason I called him, I could have just ignored and assumed that, yeah, this is not a job opportunity anymore. But I called him because I had this good connection with him. And when I called him, I told him I'm in Germany now. He actually said, no problem, like the most of his freelancers are remote anyway. But also, and this is the important part now for the Volvo project, I let him know where I am. I was honest about it. I didn't try to hide or anything. I just talked with him and told him my situation. And this call is so important because now he knew I'm in Germany. And let's come back to the Volvo shoot. So a couple of weeks go by. I'm now in Montenegro on a co-working for 4 weeks and then I get an email. I got an email from another freelancer who works with the same company since the last 20 years. And he tells me, hey, I got your contact from the founder and we have a project going on in Germany for Volvo. Do you want to help us? And of course I said yes, and I was in contact with him, arranged everything, gave him my budget and everything, and this is how I got a job for Volvo. And the last week was the shoot that we did. We were 3 cameramans. I actually even brought in another cameraman here from my hometown, gave him the opportunity as well. So Volkan, if you're watching this, it was nice to work with you on that shoot, and also Andreas, if you see this. Thank you again for this opportunity that you reached out to me. This was an amazing experience to go there, to shoot for Volvo. Obviously, I'm not allowed to show you anything from the footage we did there because it's confidential and only the video when it comes out. I can maybe share that then later when we have the trailer somewhere in the internet and it's public. But the important message, and I want that you get this, treat every opportunity, every person that you meet as a potential, even for the future. That's why you should be friendly. That's why you should always reach out back and just put yourself in front of them, be helpful, and opportunities will come. I guess this is also how the other people build their trust and also build their connections, by being friendly and just reaching out again. So what I will do today or tomorrow is I will now focus on getting the next jobs. For example, the weekend before there was a festival here in Ravensburg and I was shooting a couple of videos, some paid and some I did it for free, just simple snippets. And I was sending out those emails, gave them the video, and I got the feedback, yeah, thank you, it's amazing, cool. And now, for example, the last couple of days I was thinking about that and I felt like a failure again, like, now I worked for free and yeah, it wasn't that nice. But this morning, when I woke up, I actually came up with this idea. I can nurture this contact. And let me tell you what I will do. I will write an email to them and I will tell them, hey, thanks again for this amazing time and thanks that you liked the video. Actually, I'm building a video production at the moment. And I don't know if you ever have interest in hiring me, or now you saw what I'm capable of doing. I would be super interested in helping you guys out. But also, maybe you know someone who needs a video and maybe you can just refer them to me. And here's my contact and I would look forward to hearing from you or from some people that you know needs a video. That's it. I will nurture that. So this is perspective changed. First I thought, yeah, I was totally wasted the time, but now I don't know what will come. Maybe a project will come out in a week, maybe in a month, or maybe in 2 months or in a year. And this is what I meant, what I told you today, that use every opportunity, use every person, every contact that you have and nurture the contacts. And then in the future, you never know what kind of projects you can get. And in the end, you will maybe end up shooting for companies like Volvo. I hope this was an inspirational video for you. Hit like, subscribe, dingle dingle the bang bang gong, then you get notifications every time when I publish a new video. And I hope to see you along the ride because maybe there's some interesting stuff for you, for your business or for your mindset in the future when you want to build this. And I want to just share that and see where this one goes. This is also a project, you know? So see you in the next video. I'm Daniel. Bye.